Hello and welcome to Two Indoor Gaming. Today, like promised last time, I was going to show you how to make your own mine to get yourself. Just before I do that, if you notice, just when I log back in, there we go. My queen bee has managed to lure in the hive, so I can collect that beeswax now. Just a little bonus for my recipes. So that's as simple as that on how to make that work. Okay, now my technique for making my own mine, I might just go over here so I'll go over my little land bridge just so I'm separate from the mines I've already dug about. So if you want to start your own mine, this will help you avoid any bad guys. Especially if you remember to put enough torches down. Speaking of which, I should make sure I have some before I head in, or it could get nasty. Okay, there's two ways to do it. If you want to get deep as fast as possible, I use this method, which is a simple keeping a rhythm. That torch down so I can see what I'm doing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, this is like a spiral method. Now, if you want to jump up all the time, you just do 3. If you want to put the ramp in, do 4. So 1, 2, and 3, or 4. So I want to do the ramp, so I'm going to do 4. And then from the corner, go 1, 2, 3 down, put a torch on this side, because I'm going to go, what's that, anti-clockwise, just to be different. And then turn 90 degrees, and do it all again. Okay, you can hear my third child in the background. Very curious. What are you doing? What? Okay, so I've got to remember to put that torch in. And that's all you do. Keep doing that until you get to the depth you want, and then you can spread out horizontally. So this is a good way to make a vertical shaft. Make sure you stay in pretty much in the same spot. If there's any materials in the middle, you'll be able to spot them and grab them without damaging the integrity of your tunnel. So this isn't really about harvesting, this is more about getting to the required depth. So if you're just looking for something that's maybe down in the stalactite level, you might just want to core your way down. It's a bit slower to set up, but you get the idea. The good thing with this process is that the ramps still work. Those the straw ramps that I showed you, do I have any of those still? I used them all up, did I? Or wood roof would work as well, but just not as cheap. Okay, just need shredded leaves and vines. But they still work even on a spiral ramp. It doesn't look like it should, but it actually will. That'll work all the way around. So you can do the run up. Oh, go away you. Okay. So just like so. So that's the spiral ramp. It's just about getting deep quick. But it does take a little more work, and you've got to be careful you're counting your bricks, or your, cubes of stuff as you go down. They're the simpler way. Obviously, if you just want to dig stuff out, get resources, just get that 4, like so, and just keep digging the tunnel. And as long as you dig the, you've always got a space of 4, you can do your ramp. If you don't want to do a ramp, then just do 3 and save yourself a little bit of time. You just go down here till you get to the right depth, and then you can head out horizontally. And there's a few different methods for, or opinions I guess, on what's the best way to do strip mining if you're looking for resources like I am, because I need some obsidian if I'm going to do the next level of anything. Okay, sorry about that little jump there. Just had to go and deal with the little one. Okay, so I'm back here, and as I was saying, if you're strip mining for resources, this is a quick way just to get to the level you want, and then you go horizontal. Of course, the only problem with strip mining is that depending on the material you're trying to gather and the strength of your mining cell, you could be using it up very quickly for potential for not a lot of resources. You are pretty much relying on luck to hit those nodes for what you want. See, so there's the luck to get a bit of coal, and remember just to explore around it, see if there's some bedded behind it, below it, all that sort of deal. Okay, well, let's go. We've got a few nodes here. Okay, yeah, might be the extent of it. Ooh, bonus magnetite always comes in handy. Okay, so you're pretty much relying on hitting that luck of the level. Now, obsidian should be pretty common on the same level as your limestone, and oh, I just saw another one there. Yeah, when you hit your limestone and bedrock, you're in the right zone for obsidian. It's rarely found higher than that. Coal is found wherever stone is, but yeah, you've got to work a little bit harder for your obsidian. Now the good thing about doing this is I can gather a lot of resources for building a proper house, something that I can set myself with a little more space, maybe separate rooms for things like teleporters and chests, and just so I can get a little bit of organization. You'll find pretty early on that if you just chuck down a chest and throw everything in it that you feel like, you're constantly running backwards and forwards trying to find where do you put that thing for the recipe that you're after. I know it's in one of these boxes here somewhere, and it can get quite frustrating. Sometimes you just have to give in and spend a bit of time just to sort through them and try and bring a little order. That's where wooden signs can be invaluable. I think I should have unlocked those. Yep. So you can post those near a bunch of chests or above each chest and sort of subdivide between building materials and mob drops and that sort of thing. Now I'm going to be going through my mining cell here because limestone and bedrock use up this mining cell, but oh, eureka, we've hit the jackpot and found some obsidian at last. Nice. Okay, I've only got 2 excavators, but I do have capacity to make a few more. Good. Now obsidian takes a lot longer than coal to harvest. And that's that, 5 whole minutes to get 6 blocks, whereas the coal was, I think, 1 whole minute. And that's when you go to the next level of extractor up, which I believe unlocks when I unlock the mining cell. If I get the next one up, the next level of extractor, then I'll actually get 12 obsidian, and I think it's like 3 minutes instead of 5, so double the amount and in half the time virtually. So you've just got to wait for that to finish, but you can keep on harvesting. So this is the very simplest way to find a few materials. I'm not doing a full mining effort. I was just hitting a corridor, so I could see what I could find basically. If you want to be serious about it, sorry, the quickest way to collect this, just press F twice. You will have noticed as well, the extractors, they stop making the noise and they assume a different shape once you've finished doing your job on them. There we go. Okay, for strip mining, the technique I guess I use, there's probably better ones out there, but it works for me, so I'm not too fussed on improving it. It's just making a corridor basically. Oh, well, this one's linked up to a dangerous cave. Okay, maybe I should block that one off and go in the opposite direction. Do I have any dirt? Yes, I have a lot of dirt. Okay. Okay, let's face this direction and try again. Okay. Now normally I'd go, great, a cave, and I'd go exploring. But then I'm not too fussed about mobs, not too scared from them. Now, the simple way to strip mine and make sure you're not missing anything, I find three tunnels good and comfortable, is just go 1, 2, and the third one down, start again. You go as deep as you want and just do these parallel tunnels. What's that is ensuring is that because I can see this row of bricks and I can see this row of bricks, anything here, and I keep going down, 2 more, start a new one. As far as I go, as long as I do these parallel tunnels, I'm basically going to make sure that I've gotten every possible item from this section, because I'll see every brick from this level to this level and in here. Okay, so maybe I won't be seeing what's under there, but you've got to stop somewhere, otherwise you're just creating a big huge cavern, and yeah, it just gets a little hard to follow. So that's all it takes really. So you can see down here, we're almost done. You'll also notice, and I think this is a pretty nifty feature, the blocks get smaller the more it's mined. So that's a quick visual on how close it is. So it starts out pretty much full size, and then when it gets down to like a little dot, you know it's almost done the job. We've got just over a minute left on that one. Right. So that's basically strip mining. Now I've got to make a decision at this point on whether, if I just want to cultivate a heap of materials. It's pretty boring to watch. But I know some people don't like it if you skip bits, because I don't know, they like to know that what you're doing is what they can do, then you're not doing some trick off screen that you're not sharing. So in other games, when it comes to this sort of resource collection, I've just sort of speeded up the video until I'm back to something interesting. So I'll maybe the next episode I'll make a decision on whether I want to do that or not. But I think I'll leave it there. You get the basics of mining, how to get down, create your own mine, whether you want to strip mine or just get down deep with a spiral tunnel. And yep, almost done. I like the green arrow. See that? It'll slowly fills up. You know exactly what stage it's at. Really well thought out, this process for mine. I quite like it. So yeah, I'll see you next episode.